I've got a scenario set up here. That's 60 yards, 55, 50, 45, 40, and 35. Those are all to that flag. What I'm doing here is I'm going to show you how to hit a dead hand shot that's going to allow you to control these short yardage distances with your wedges. So I have a cheat sheet in my wallet. There we go. When I go play, I pull that out and I put that in my pocket. At one time, I avoided these yardages like the plague. My shortest yardage that I really felt comfortable with was 70 yards. And that was a 58 degree, grip down, 9 o'clock through. That ball flies 70 yards. So for years, I would not hit it inside of that 70 yards. And I went and played in a tournament at Hattiesburg Country Club, and I played with a fellow PGA professional named Tim Yelverton. He's a teaching professional up at Old Waverly Golf Club, and I thought I was a pretty good wedge player, and I played one round of golf with him, and I went, I'm doing something wrong. I had a tendency, I would avoid those shots because when I would hit them, I had so much wrist. This is where I used to be, and that speed at the ball, and that was where I was struggling at. I would hit hot shooters and the ball would land and skip through, and I had no way of measuring it. I was guessing. Watching Tim play that day, I noticed how his hands were very quiet. He didn't have a lot of speed through impact with those wedges, and he would just hit the nice, softest wedges. So on par fives, instead of laying back like I did to the 70, 80 yard, 80, 100 yard range, he's throwing it in there 30, 40 yards because he had a system, and I'm sure he practiced a whole lot to get that. Just by watching him hit those shots, and I decided a couple of years ago that I would practice that, and I came up with my cheat sheet. And basically, I have a 5-yard increment all the way from 35 to 70, which is my shortest yardage I normally would play. So this is 50 yards. So this is a ball up front. I'm gonna do a 9 o'clock dead hands. I can change ball position alone, and I can take about 5 yards off the shot. Ball's gonna be up front. I'm gonna try to go to 9 o'clock. My 9 o'clock is normally longer than 9 o'clock. It doesn't really matter. Your goal is to be able to create a consistent distance in your swing that you can repeat. Something you have trust in, because the whole issue of hitting these, having these short yardages, where I struggled was I was guessing. So if I'm guessing, then I have doubt creep in. And if I have doubt creep in, I may as well kick it. It doesn't matter. You have to be positive and have confidence in what you're trying to produce, whether it's chip shot, pitch shot, or these dead hand wedges. So this is what it's going to look like. So I would move this ball up a little bit. I still have the scenario of I try to have weight left. I'm gonna have body a little bit open. It's just an extension of those pitch shots until we get into a pretty full swing. There. Ball up. There we go. Much better. Ball lands and probably rolls a couple of feet. But that was what Tim was able to do at Hattiesburg Country Club that I was not. And it's taken me a while to get better at this, and I'm still not where I need to be because it takes some practice, but at least I have a plan. That's nice there. A couple of feet. So I'm going to take this scenario, I'm going to back up, and I'll give you a rundown of what I do with the other yardages. This is 55. Ball in the middle, 9 o'clock dead hands. Dead hands. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be something you have confidence in and you can repeat. Oh, I like that one. Money. That ball went and stopped. So basically by changing that ball position, I'm changing loft. So I may be going from 58 in the middle, moving it up, I'm going 60. Moving it back, I'm going 56, 55. Whatever it may be, this is gonna get you almost dead on yardage. Ball back. There we go. That's money right there. That's a foot. So as I move in closer on these, I just went back on some, and this is a 45-yard shot. And this is one that I really avoided like the plague. I didn't trust it. So to hit this shot, I still want to have a similar scenario, but I'm going to change another variable. I'm going to move my ball up in my stance, and I'm going to open my club face, and I'm estimating 5 degrees, whatever it may be. I played around with this a little bit, and I'm going to open that up just a tad. Again, I'm adding loft, so I'm going to hit a shorter shot. So a 50-yarder was ball up, 9 o'clock dead hands. 45, if I open that up, again, I'm probably going to 60, maybe 62 degrees, 9 o'clock dead hands. Now again, this ball goes higher and softer, but that's excellent. That's within a couple of feet distance-wise. Keeping the hands quieter, rotating through, keeping the body going. I hope this wedge lesson has helped you with your short game. It's the part of the game where we all can save a few shots the better we get at this. Take some practice to get used to it, but I think it'll help you in the long run. Our next segment, we're going to cover 4 yardages with every club. I do that at least up through a 6-iron. I hope you stay tuned for that, because it's one of my secrets that my buddies really give me a hard time about. But it is one of the keys to scoring consistently. And I hope you stay tuned for that. And again, thanks for watching.